started, I just want to invite Ambassador Alice, President Alice, to say hello. Okay, sorry, President Alice has not joined yet, so we're just going to give her a minute so that she can join and introduce our host. So like I said, we're starting in 5 minutes.
I'm here, farming, very serious farmer today.
Amazing, amazing. Alice, we're so happy to have you today. I just wanted to before we get started, we are going to say a word of prayer to start, and I'm going to invite one of our guests, our host, one of our hosts from South Sudan, to open for us with a word of prayer. Susan from South Sudan.
It's Zahra from South Sudan.
Oh, Zahra, yes, Zahra, not Susan. Sorry, it's Zahra, not Susan.
Hello, it's Zahra from South Sudan. I'm the host. I'm the kids. Welcome to the show. We can start with. Yeah, this is Zahra, not Susan. So let's start with the word of prayer. Yes, this is Zahra. So we can pray so that we start. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this morning. We thank you for this program of Kids Leading Change. Father, as we have opened this program, may you open our minds. May you help us to learn from one another. May you help us to be an impact to these generations that we are in. And these children who are in the show today, my Father, may you bless them. May you cover them with the blood of Jesus as we are learning from one another. For it is in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Welcome.
Amen.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Zahra. So I'm going to invite Ambassador Alice Kamunge, who is our president for Africa World Women Leading Change. And she's also the CEO and founder of Vera Beauty College and Miss Tourism Kenya. Ambassador, and she's also the ambassador for peace. Ambassador Alice Kamunge, welcome.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, farmers. Today we are farmers and we want to do farming. We want to learn farming. That's why I purposed to come to the farm today so that I can share with our children as we do farming. Now I'm in the garden. Maybe let me put the video so that my children can see that I'm in farming. There we are. Let me show you the farm.
Wow.
Those are skumas and cabbages and mangoes. Those are the mangoes. I don't know whether you can see, Joy.
Yes, you can see.
Yeah, so I'm very happy today that we are sharing a great day with our kids, learning how to do farming. This is World Women Leading Change, and great movement where we share as family, because we believe a woman carries everybody with them. We carry our children, we carry our husbands, we carry everyone, we carry our businesses. And today is a great honor for us to discuss farming. There is nothing as important as empowering our children from young age on how to be independent, on how to learn things, instead of saying that we wait until they are grown up so that we can teach them. Let us start teaching our children to be independent, to know how to fend for themselves, to know how to farm, to know how to do things with their own hands, especially now that we are going through this COVID. So thank you so much for bringing this conversation, Joy. We take this moment to thank everyone who has joined us, and we hope more will join us, because even me, I look forward to learn so much from our children. And to start us off, I would want to invite our great partner from India, who has taught us how to do smart farming. It is because of her that I've loved farming. And I take this moment to invite a dear friend from India, President Dr. Rupa, to say a word to these kids.
Hello, Ambassador Alice. I thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm not able to on my video. I have a bad migraine, and since yesterday morning, my face is all swollen, so I apologize. Joy, Ambassador Alice in Africa. This is wonderful, wonderful topic. It's as important to speak with children as it is to speak to elders and academicians. I think they are more important than all of us put together. Farming, gardening, tendering plants and flowers is such a wonderful and apt topic for children. And I'm sure all the children here are going to really enjoy this. We all have seen Ambassador Ali's garden right now. It's a visual explosion of colors, tones, and shades. And that's what plants do to you. It creates a beautiful environment. And I think whether they are raised in a bed or a pot or in a garden, I think it's enjoyment at every stage of the process. So I hope for a session full of beauty and enjoyment. I congratulate Africa for having thought of this topic. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, our president for education and smart farming. Thank you so much. Because where I am, there's so much light and joy. I'm in the garden and there's so much light. I can't be able to see the presidents who are on this conversation. Let me invite our best ambassador for South Africa, Ambassador Debbie, to recognize the presidents who are in the house, and then we hand it over to you so that you can start the conference. And before I do that, I want to take this moment to apologize on behalf of our global president, Dr. Ira, who is feeling unwell. I think this headache is everywhere because even me, I'm having a lot of a very bad headache, and Dr. Ira also has a bit of headache, and you have had Dr. Rupa has a bit of headache. I think it's just on the atmosphere, but we'll all get well. So Dr. Ira will not be joining us, but I know she's listening, wherever she's listening. So we are together with her. So with that, I invite our Ambassador Debbie to recognize the other presidents in the house because I can't be able to see well. Ambassador Debbie.
Yes, good morning and good evening, good afternoon. Here in South Africa, it's 11:10, meaning that we are going to the afternoon. And today is a little bit sunny. I'm so happy. And you can see that I'm wearing, everything. What you eat, what you wear, everything comes from the soil. And thank you for coming to bless us. And we thank you, President Joy, that you have invited these important leaders, the important leaders of tomorrow. And I can see that if ever there is one president from any country, must just say, hi, I'm from South Africa. I'm also assisting President Alice from Kenya. I love you. Thank you for blessing us this morning. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Ambassador Debbie. I totally appreciate, and we also appreciate all the other presidents in the house today. Appreciate you for joining us today and coming on to support the children. And now I want to introduce our host for today, who is the president from South Sudan.
Joy.
Yes. Yes.
Because the presidents are not many, let them say hello to us.
Just say hello.
Okay.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
All.
Here, Filomena from Mozambique.
This is Zahra.
Thank you, Filomena.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I see.
Good morning. Good afternoon. It's afternoon from South Sudan.
Good morning. It's Pardoh from Qatshana.
Can I speak? Good afternoon.
Yes,
it's afternoon from South Sudan, and I'm.
Yes, Zahra, speak.
Yes, it's afternoon from South Sudan, and this is Zahra, President of South Sudan for World Women Leading Change. Yes, it's me once again, Zahra. It's afternoon from Juba, and I'm the President of World Women Leading Change for South Sudan. Thank you for having me in the show today, and I'm the host of the program this today. Thank you.
Thank you, Zahra. And very quickly, we have Filomena.
Yes, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. here Mozambique today is a very nice day. Thank you all of you.
Thank you so much. Do we have, I can see we have somebody else from, who is that one? The other president, I can see very well. Another president, please.
We have Pardoh.
Good
Pardoh, please say
morning. Good morning. Yes. Good morning, all. This is President Pardoh from Botswana. It's sunny here also in Botswana. We are in a lockdown here. We started last week, but it's fine. We are happy to have this topic today, where we're gonna learn more from our children about this important topic of farming. We've seen during this pandemic that food is very important. You can never go wrong when you are doing farming. So it's good to have our kids introduced to farming. Thank you so much for letting me speak. Thank you.
Over to you, President Joy.
Okay.
Over to you, President Joy.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, President Alice, and all the presidents in the house today. We totally appreciate you today. I also must appreciate our host for today, who is Zahra from South Sudan, who has just said hello. Zahra is a life coach and on personal growth, and she's also an entrepreneur, and she's also an co-author and that's a book called Unlocking the Human Potential. So thank you so much, Zahra. We are so happy for you hosting us today. And actually, Zahra is the one who came up with the topic for today, because she shared with me that, she has a friend who teaches children about farming. And I thought this is just amazing, because we as children need to also learn about farming and understand where food comes from, that food does not just come from the stores or the supermarket. Food comes from the soil. It comes from a farmer, and there's work that goes into farming. So I am so happy today that we get to learn more about farming, and we get to see what children are actually doing. Some of the children we have today will also be showing us what they're growing in their small spaces. So I believe today we are ready to learn that you actually don't have to complain that you can't do farming because you don't have space, because we'll be seeing some of us within our small spaces in the cities or wherever we are, we can still do farming. So I'm excited about today. I am so excited. So before we get started, I want us to play a small game. So I hope all the children can see me, and all the children, I hope you are at home. So because you're going to do this, so we're going to play a game. And this game, this is how it goes. So when I call out a letter, for example, letter A, you have to go around the house and fetch something that has a name that starts with letter A. Okay. I hope the instructions are clear. When I say a letter, we have to run around the house and fetch something that starts with letter A, and then we have to bring it and show it on the screen. So for example, if I say letter P, so we have to run around the house and get something that starts with letter P. It can be a pen, like a pen, it starts with letter P. Yes, so that's it. And it can be a phone, because a phone starts with letter P, right? Are the instructions clear? I hope the instructions are clear. Good. I can see someone telling me, yes, the instructions are clear. Wow, okay, so we're gonna start this, and when you bring yours, make sure you are the first to say, I have it, okay? Make sure you're the first to say, I have it, so that they know who got it first. So here we go. So now we're going to collect items that start with letter S. Letter S. Letter S. Let me see who has it.
I have it.
What was that? What did you get?
I have it. An apple.
Letter S. Okay. What letter does an apple start with?
I have it. A. I have it.
What is that? I cannot see it. Put it on the screen.
It's a sugar.
Ashu, yes, you got it. And that is a what?
I have it.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what I can see.
Salt.
Someone holding nature's salt. Yes, good. That is amazing. I can see you got you children are so smart. You already got it. Okay, shall we do this again? Okay,
Yes.
this time we are looking for items that start with letter M. Letter M.
I have it. It's money.
Money.
I have it. I have it.
Please say your name so that we know who that was. Who is that?
Mask.
Ah, yeah. Good. What is that? Habiba, what do you have? Mop. Good. Amazing. That is beautiful. Good. Good. I see you guys are fast learners and this is amazing. So let's go again. So something that starts with letter T.
Letter?
Letter T.
Abuse, I have it. It's a table.
Table. Good. I believe most of us are seated on our tables. Yes. So that is good.
I have it.
Okay, let's go.
I have tea.
What is that?
I have it.
Yes. What is that, Katie?
A tea bag.
A tea bag. Good. Amazing. Who else? I want to see other people. Habiba, what do you have? You're still looking, okay. Let me see who else is there.
Who else? A towel.
Towel. Someone has a towel. Good. Amazing. And Vivian, what do you have?
Letter T. A telephone. A telephone.
Telephone. Okay, you're very smart. All right, thank you so much, children. I mean, this was just amazing. So we'll have more of that later. So for now, let's go back to farming. So remember, we are talking about farming and growing different plants, and not just plants. There's also gardening. There's also, growing plants and tendering of plants. And I'm so happy today because we have also amazing guests who are professionals in this area of farming and gardening. And they'll be sharing with us and giving us a few ideas of how we can be able to grow plants. We can be able to become young farmers. So with us, we have Nyamach from South Sudan, who is an agriculturalist, and she's also a trainer. And we also have Sultana from India, and we also have Vivian from Kenya. So they'll be sharing with us about farming and giving us secrets, tips, and ideas of things that we can actually practically do in our homes and in our small spaces. All right. So, but before we get to do that, we have children also who want to show us what they've been doing. So, and I'm so excited because we want to see what children have been doing and see how they're growing and they're becoming young farmers, how they are doing gardening in their small spaces. And I can't wait to just learn from you children. So we're going to start with someone who is from our host country, South Sudan, and I see he's here with us. I think your name is Baya. I'm not sure whether it's Baya. I'm so sorry if I spell your name wrongly. Is your I think Baya Hui? Okay, wow, I got it. Baya, welcome. What are you going to be showing us today?
And my name is Habiba Mui. I'm from South Sudan, Juba. I'll talk about responsibility. Responsibility is a state or fact of having a duty to deal with something or to control over something. The way how you say it, like to control the plants and having a duty to farm it, like seriously. Responsibility is being careful for yourself and taking care of the things around you. For example, by mistake, you can break a glass. So you have to be responsible to tell the truth. No matter how big or small you are, Everyone has a responsibility. You can be responsible to yourself, your family, your friends, your community, and your environment at large. The most common responsibility for children are doing chores at home. Now I'll talk about the basics of children that they need to do to be responsible. When you agree to do something, we do it. Answer for your own action and don't blame others for your mistakes. Also be trustworthy. Being responsible makes your life better. For example, when you do what you have promised, people see you as a responsible and a reliable child. A responsible child is one who can be trusted to act without supervision because they are accountable for their own behavior. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions about responsibility of children?
Wow, my goodness. Habiba, that was amazing. That was amazing, absolutely amazing. I like what you've shared with us because for sure, when it comes to growing things, be it flowers, be it crop, there's so much responsibility that goes in there. You know, there's tendering it, there's taking care of it, there's weeding and all that, and that calls for a lot of responsibility. And you've also told us that, you know, it's very good to be responsible as children, you know, and being responsible is, you know, doing what you're supposed to do when no one is watching. And being responsible, we need to be responsible to our own selves, our families, and our environment as well. I think that is totally amazing. Thank you so much, Habiba. You've shared something very important with us today, and I believe all the other children, you've learned something about being responsible. And from today, we need to be responsible children, whether it's we don't have to wait to be told to do things. We need to be responsible. Amazing, Habiba. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. We are so happy to learn from you today. So if anyone has a question for Habiba, please ask, or you can wait for our Q&A session, then you can ask. Thank you so much, Habiba. Okay, so we're going to go to our next guest for today. And we have Paletsa. We have Paletsa. Paletsa, are you here with us? Paletsa, are you here with us today? Okay, I cannot see Paletsa, but we're going to come back to her. If you're here, I will come back to you. Okay, and we have Andi Fadillah. Andi Fadillah. Okay, I cannot see Andi Fadillah. So I'm going to go to the next person. Do we have Damia Zahra? Damia Zahra? Damia Zahra, okay. I'm not sure whether Damia Zahra is here today. Let me just ask. Amanda, do we have the children from Indonesia? I cannot see most of them here. Hi, Amanda. Okay, all right, it's okay. We're going to move on. So we have another guest with us called Salvation Van. Salvation Van, you're here with us?
Yes, I am.
How are you today?
I am blessed and highly favored, and you?
Amen. I am also blessed and highly favored. What are you sharing with us today?
I'm gonna share with you about planting.
Okay, please go ahead.
As the first point for the questions, it says, why do you enjoy farming? I said I enjoy farming because you grow your own crops. It is fun to do. You can feed hungry people without buying food from the supermarket. You can give supermarkets your fruits and vegetables, and you can be paid. For the second point, which the question is, how can we practice farming in our small spaces? I said, we can practice farming in our small spaces by trying to squeeze small plots of different crops and flowers. We can plant in a window box, hang planters on our balcony railings, make the most of sunny spots, grow vertically, make our planters mobile, and hanging baskets which are leafy greens, certain varieties of strawberries and tomatoes and herbs all do well in hanging. For the third point, which the question is, what variety of crops do you grow? I wrote, the variety of crops I grow are carrots, onion, spinach, and green peppers because I prefer companion planting. For the fourth point, which the question is, what kind of soil do you use? I said the kind of soil I use is sandy soil because vegetable root crops like carrots and potatoes favor sandy soil. Lettuce, strawberries, peppers, corn, squash, zucchini, collard greens, and tomatoes are grown commercially in sandy soil. For the fifth point is, what is the best fertilizer? I said, I prefer mulching as a fertilizer. A mulch is a layer of material applied to the surface of soil. Reasons for applying mulch include conservation of soil moisture, improving fertility and health of the soil, reducing weed growth, and enhancing the visual appeal of the area. A mulch is usually, but not exclusively, organic in nature. To add on that, there are two kinds of mulch, organic and inorganic. Organic mulch include family living material such as chopped leaves, straw, grass clippings, compost, wood chips, shredded bark, sawdust, pine needles, and even paper. Inorganic mulch include black, plastic, and geotextiles. For the sixth point, which the question is, how can we prevent pests from our garden? I wrote, one of the keys to natural pest management is patience. Crop rotation confuses pests, reduces their concentration in specific areas, and helps you manage soil fertility. The seventh point, which the question is, do you enjoy farming? I said yes. Yes, it no. I mean, for the seventh point, which the question is it fun to do farming? I said yes, it is fun to do farming because you grow your own plants. You learn more about plants. You don't buy food from the supermarket, and you save money. For the last point, which the question is, what are your favorite plants? I said my favorite plants are flowers, trees, moss, and grass. Thank you.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Salvation, your name is beautiful and you have done an amazing job. So would you like to tell us what you're currently growing? What are you currently growing at home? What plants are you currently growing?
I currently grow carrots, onions, tomatoes, spinach, and green peppers.
Wow, that's absolutely beautiful. Amazing. Wow. So there you have challenged us that, you know what, we can grow all those things in our spaces. And I like the way you're saying that you enjoy farming. You know, you say it's because it's fun and you can also grow your own crops. So for you, you don't have to buy your carrots and you don't have to buy the spinach and all those things that you're growing. And that is amazing. So you get to save money and you get to feed yourself and feed other people. So that is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Salvation. You've done an amazing job. Continue farming, continue growing your plants. And next time, please bring us some photos. We'd like to admire what you're growing at home. So thank you so much for joining us today and sharing with us.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're going to go to our next speaker today. And we have Petogo Randima. Petogo Randima, are you here with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Amazing, welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about farming.
Ma'am, today I'm gonna be talking about farming, ma'am. Ma'am, the first question says, why do you enjoy farming, ma'am? I enjoy farming because firstly, out of concern for the environment and for social justice, from wanting to protect and take care of our earth and to help all people have access to high quality nutritious food. Farming also appeals to me of its connection to food and eating. Then the second question asks, how can we practice farming in our small spaces? I said, if you want to farm in small spaces, make sure you plant in a good soil. Soil is a significant component to growing healthy plants with flavorful food, and a rich and loamy, well-drained soil that is friable yet retains nutrients and water is always key to tomato growing success. Then number 3 says, what variety of crops do you grow? Number 3, I said tomatoes and spinach. Number 4, what kind of soil do you use? I use a rich and loamy, well-drained soil. Then number 5, what is the best fertilizer? Sunlight, water, manure, and tomato fertilizers. And number 6, how do you control pests from your crops? 6 is potassium, which is salt. Number 7, is it fun to do farming? Yes, a lot, because you get to learn about more plants, different types of soil, and how you generate food from home. Then number 8, what are your favorite plants? And my favorite plants are tomatoes and green peppers. Thank you, ma'am.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So there you have it. If you want to grow crops in your small spaces, the first factor you need to consider is soil. Good soil is essential. There you have it from Petogo. Thank you so much, Petogo. You've given us amazing lesson today about farming and growing plants. And I like the way you say you also enjoy farming. So did you tell us what you're growing at home?
I'm growing spinach and onions.
Wow, spinach and onions. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. And that's a challenge for the rest of us who are not growing any of these things. We can be able to learn these lessons and be able to grow in our small spaces. Thank you so much, Petogo. I totally appreciate you for sharing that with us. Thank you for taking us through your farming and telling us what the best soil to use, the best manure to use, and all that. We appreciate you so much, and thank you for joining us today. Okay, so we move on to our next speaker. We have Keilzton Adrian. Keilzton Adrian, are you here with us? Keilzton, are you here today? Okay, so I think Keilzton is not here.
President, I'm sorry, President. Can you send
Yes?
me those questions? Can you send me those questions? There are some people who are asking about the questions. Can you send them to my cell? Thank you.
All right, but actually, President Debbie, I don't think they have to worry so much about the questions. Whatever they had prepared is what is okay for them to share, so they don't have to follow the questions. Yes, all right. So let's move on to our next speaker. I'm just looking at some of the children who are not here with us. I'm not so sure what is happening. But we have Busisi Wenkosi. Busisi Wenkosi, I can see you're here with us.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're looking for learning about farming from you.
Yes, farming. A farmer has more and better food to eat than most people who live in cities. He is healthier and lives longer. He is likely to enjoy his work more than most city people do. He is more likely to rear a family and therefore promote the future welfare of the nation. There are many different ways in which we can practice farming in our small spaces. Every example, if we can grow salad greens on a windowsill, and we can also grow taters in our trash cans. My favorite crops to grow are food crops, such as fruits and vegetables. The best soil for most plants to ensure optimum growth is a rich sandy loam. It is a mixture of an even mixture of all three main types of soil. The best overall fertilizer is Miracle Grow. It's perfect for all plants and many house plants. The best way in which we can prevent pests from our crops is by keeping our soil healthy. Healthy soil produces stronger plants that have better resistance to any damage incurred by insects. There are different ways in which farming is fun because you get to put great food on people's plates and take care of animals. My favorite plant is maize, also known as corn. It is a cereal grain first domesticated by indigenous people in southern Mexico about 10,000 years ago. My second favorite plant is the tulsi plant, alternatively known as the holy basil. It is easy to grow and widely found in the Indian subcontinent. Thank you.
Wow, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Busisi, where you've shared amazing things with us about farming. And I like the way you say that, the best, the farmers are the healthiest people because they eat what they grow. And I like your soil, the pest prevention, the best way to prevent pests is to keep your soil healthy. So keep your soil healthy and it will also give you good products. And the other thing about the fun thing about farming is you get to feed people, you get to give people food and people will have food in their plate, and there's nothing that is more fun than that, and more more there's not much blessing than that, than feeding people and giving them the right food, the healthiest food. And I also like your research on the plants that are growing in India and all those places. The top, I forgot the name. Was it the toe plant? You called it holy something.
Healthy
what did you
plant.
Okay, healthy plant.
No, the tulsi plant.
Tulsi, right?
Yes.
Okay, there you have it, the tulsi plant. Wow, thank you. You know your facts. You have your facts right. You did your research and you know things about farming and all that. So that's really amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Busisiwe. And there you have it. So the best fertilizer is take care of your soil. So thank you so much. We're learning a lot today for sure about soil, and all that, having the best soil and, taking care of it. So that is totally amazing, and we are so grateful. Thank you, Busisiwe, for sharing with us today and giving us those insights. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next speaker. And do we have Sharon Michelle? Okay. So do we have Kenzie Mohammed? Kenzie Mohammed, okay. Lola, do we have Lola Valora? Lola, are you here with us today? Okay, I'm going to go to the next person. We have Afifa Mutiera. Afifa Mutiera, are you here? Okay. Do we have Baya Ago? Baya Ago? I hope I'm spelling the names right.
Yeah.
Okay. BR, okay, not Baya, it's BR. Okay, thank you. Hi, BR, how are you? And we are welcome. We're looking forward to learning from you about farming.
We are
Bia.
here to talk about, huh?
Hello, Bia.
Okay. We are here to talk about farming and tendering of plants and flowers. Farming is one of the main activity of cultivating soil for the purpose of growing crops. For example, maize, beans, and wheat. People in the past started growing crops because they could not live on eating wild fruit and animals. In our school, we used to plant trees, maize, and beans and water them. At home, I am responsible to plant my mom plants and flowers. Thank you.
Yes, BR. Wow, that is beautiful.
I planted. I used to plant them. I plant aloe vera and these flowers.
Wow, what do you call those flowers?
Just flowers.
Wow, they are so beautiful. I also love the flower vase. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, have you finished? Okay, thank you so much, VR. I think that was amazing. I wish we could also see the aloe vera, because aloe vera is also a beautiful plant that gives us a lot of benefits. And yes, I love your flower vase, your flower pot, and it has beautiful flowers right there. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Continue growing your flowers and your aloe vera. And I know we have a speaker who will be telling us about ways we can use our aloe vera to make sanitizer. You know sanitizer? Yes, Bia, you want to say something?
And even soap.
Wow, you can use aloe vera to make soap as well.
Yeah, I have it at home.
Wow, amazing. Did you make it yourself?
No.
Okay, please next time learn how to make it, then you will come and teach us. Is that okay?
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much, VR. You have shared with us amazing stuff about your growing plants and aloe vera. And yes, we look forward to learning from you about how to make the soap. So that was beautiful. So we're going to move on to our next guest today, and we have Winona Alya. Winona Alya. Are you here with us, Winona? Winona, are you here with us? Okay, all right. I cannot see Winona, but if Winona you're here, please be sure to let me know so that we get to call you next. Okay, so We're going to move on to our next guest today. From my list, I am done with the children presenters have finished. Is there any child that I have not called? Please let me know if I haven't called your name.
Yes.
Yes.
President,
Yes.
you can call Lesedi Mabi, and even Attendo. They want just to say something.
All right. Okay. Okay. We can have Lesedi and Atendao. Atendao, you can go first.
Okay.
Atendao, are you here? Okay. Okay. Is Atendao here? Ambassador Ayla, Ambassador Debbie? Okay. As we wait to get a hold of him, I can see Winona has joined us. Winona, Alya, how are you today?
Good.
Welcome. So we look forward to what are you sharing with us today regarding agriculture and growing plants?
Yeah. I am gonna talk about farming, gardening, and tendering of plants and flowers.
Amazing. Go ahead.
Why do I enjoy farming? I enjoy farming because farming is all fun. And when I go outside, when I want to farm and like plant, the wind outside is really, really nice. I can practice farming in a small place because I use hydroponic. Hydroponic, we can get less space. I grow crops like spices, chili, and vegetable like lettuce and everything, like everything. Yeah, because I have a small garden, but my mom likes to garden, so we bought a lot of things for planting. If I use soil to plant, my mom bought an organic soil at the market. I don't know where she bought it, but yeah, she bought it. She used the organic fertilizers, and how I control pests from my crops is I use the organic fertilizers have like something to make the pest like not grow there. It's fun to do farming because farming helps the air to be fresh, and farming it's also fun because you sometimes can get dirty. And yeah, my favorite plants to grow is chili and the green bean. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much. Ali, that was really amazing. Maybe you should tell us what is hydroponic. Maybe you should tell us what is hydroponic and how do you grow plants using hydroponic method.
Hydroponic, it's type of like a way to grow a plant. You just need the food is there's two kinds of it, the red one and the clear one. My mom used a measurement thingy to measure how much we can use it to put like the red one and how much to put in the clear one. And we put it in like a tube, and first we use like a sponge to put the seedlings, and when it already have leaf, we put it in the pot and put it in the tube.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually, hydroponics is actually growing plants without, just like Alya is telling us, growing plants without using soil. So you can also grow plants. This is a new technology without using soil. And that's why she's telling us about using tubes and all that. And that is totally amazing. So what did you tell us you're growing at home using your hydroponic?
Yes.
What are you currently growing?
Now I think I'm growing basil, chili, and lettuce.
Amazing, amazing. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. We've learned something, actually, something new as well, that there's a technology you can also grow plants without actually using soil. So that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Alya, for sharing that with us today. And thank you for also joining us. So I'm so excited now. I see our children from Indonesia have had problems joining us, but they're now with us. And so I'm going to call on our next guest, and that is Danish. Danish, you're here with us? Hello, Danish. How are you today? Welcome. We're looking forward to learning from you and hearing what you have to, for us today.
I'm gonna talk about gardening.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
I enjoyed gardening about 2 years ago. I like gardening and my mom liked it too. And the second reason, it also made my house look green and more fresh. Of course, when I can practice gardening in a small place that we do in our house, we just put the plants and grow in a pot. We can't put it anywhere inside the house. I just grow plants and flowers, but me and my mom is trying to grow plants like onion leaves, like this one.
Wow.
And then we don't have any yard, so we don't use a special soil we just use a regular soil with fertilizer. We just use a compost fertilizer to grow the plants. I love gardening because I could sell when I have more plants, and I could sell the plants to other people. My favorite plant is the onion leaves and this one. Okay, that's all my story.
Wow, amazing, amazing. What did you tell us the other plant is? The longer one, the one that has bigger leaves?
Yeah, this one.
What do you call it?
I forgot the name of the plant.
Okay, you forgot. It's okay. It's okay. But you're so excited that you could actually show us the plants, and they're just inside the house. That is absolutely amazing. And thank you so much for sharing with us today. And yes, when you grow more plants, you can sell actually. You can sell and share with other people. So that's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Danish. And continue growing, doing your gardening and enjoying your gardening. So thank you for sharing with us today about your gardening together with your mom. So we're going to go to our next guest today. And we have, do we have Atendao now, Ambassador Debbie? Atendao? Okay, as we wait for Atendao, we're going to go to Afifa. Afifa Mutiara. Afifa, I can see you here. Afifa, kindly unmute so that we can hear you.
Yes.
Hi, Afifa. What are you sharing with us today?
I'm fine.
Yes, you'll be sharing with us about gardening and agriculture. Hello, Afifa. What do you want to share with us today?
I'm fine.
Okay, Afifa is fine. So, okay, Afifa, we're going to go. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, we're going to go to our next guest for today, and we have Fabio Christian. Fabio Christian. Hello, Fabio. How are you today? Fabio, what are you sharing with us today about gardening and growing plants? Hello, Fabio, can you hear me? Okay, so I see Fabio probably is having, okay, yes. Hi, Fabio, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yes, what will you be sharing with us today?
I have already planting a flower.
Do you want to tell us about your flowers?
I don't know about this, but I have planting with my daddy.
Okay, so you've planted your flowers with your dad? Okay, so will you share with us today or next time?
Maybe next time.
Next time, all right. Thank you so much.
Story because I don't have the story. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Fabio. Thank you so much. And yes, next time, please do share with us. So our next guest is Mikail Susanto. Mikail Susanto, I can see you're here with us. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, are you sharing with us today about gardening and plant and growing plants? Okay, I see Susanto. Sorry, I can see your network probably went off. Okay, are you sharing with us today, Susanto?
And we can make a small garden, or we can plant flowers or plants in a jar or flower pot.
Oh, sorry, Susanto, because we cannot hear you clearly. Are you able to come closer? I'm not so sure. Is mommy or daddy around to help you? Because the mic is a bit low, so we couldn't hear you clearly.
I love gardening because seeing our plants or flowers grow so well is fun. And we can make a small garden, or we can plant flowers or plants in a jar or flower pot. My mother and I plant some chili plants. We use topsoil for our chili plants. We use compost for fertilizer. Thank you. I can hear you.
Excuse me, miss. I can hear your sound. I can hear your voice.
President Joy, we cannot hear you. I think you're on mute.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I think I was on mute. I didn't notice that. Thank you. All right. Do we have Sharon Michelle?
Yes.
Sharon Michelle, are you with us? Or Kanzi Mohammed, are you with us? Okay, so because from my list, I have actually called on everyone. Is there anyone that I have missed out on? If I didn't call you, please let me know if I didn't call you to speak. For the children that who didn't I call?
Me. Mabuse.
Oh, who is that? Yes, please unmute and share with us. That is
okay.
Mandlazi.
Nobuhe. Yes.
Oh yes, Nobuhe. Okay. Sorry, I missed on you. Okay, please go ahead. What are you sharing with us today?
About farming. And say I enjoy farming because I get to excuse me, I'm sorry, can I start again?
Nobuhe, is it possible to see
yes.
you or you're in a place you can't put your video on? Are you able to put on your video? Okay.
No, I can't.
All right,
I'm sorry.
It's okay, as long as we can hear you.
Okay. I enjoy farming because I get to provide fruit and vegetables for my family and community. We can practice farming in small spaces by growing microgreens in our small spaces. Microgreens are much smaller plants than the normal sized plants, and we grow tomatoes and spinach in our backyard. We use loam soil because loam soil is the best soil you can grow your plants in. We use mulch as our fertilizer and for our what's the last question? And for our pest control, we use nets to cover around our plants. And in my point of view, I don't like farming because I am much more of a adventurous person. So I don't find farming fun and so much for it to have adventure. And I love the sunflower plant and the eucalyptus plant because it has a lot of health benefits when you
you are sick or have health issues in your body. Thank you.
Wow, amazing! That is amazing. Wow, did you just say you don't love farming because you're more adventurous?
Yes, I don't find it that much fun or anything.
Okay, that's quite something. Okay, maybe you should try the growing because you're more adventurous. Maybe you should try growing plants without soil. I think that would be an adventure for you. Probably you should try that adventure as well. But thank you so much. You told us you love sunflowers and eucalyptus, and also told us about loam soil and pest control using nets. I think that's quite amazing. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was quite exciting. Okay, thank you so much to all the children who have shared with us today.
Auntie Joy, I'm sorry I joined late.
Okay, it's fine, no worries. Do we have Atendao now?
Yes, it's me.
Oh, that's Atendao. Yes, welcome. We were looking for you, but thank you for joining us finally. So what are you sharing with us today?
I'm gonna share about what I mostly do when I'm farming.
Okay,
well,
amazing.
We have a farm in Venda where we plant avocados, mangoes, and sometimes even sugar cane. We use chicken manure because it's the best fertilizer. And also, the way to identify a fruit or a vegetable is to look at the roots. If it has roots, then it is a fruit. And if it has seeds, it's a vegetable. For example, avocado and tomatoes are actually fruits.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, please continue.
Okay. So then there's a fruit called gooseberries. It's as if it's yellow, it's yellowish and oranges. It looks like blueberries, but it has a milky texture. It mostly grows in the summer times with lychees with lychees. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Wow, thank you so much, Asendao. That was absolutely amazing. I like what you're growing, the avocados, the mangoes and sugarcane. And now I also love what you also taught us today about the fertilizer, using chicken manure as a fertilizer. I think that's amazing because, that is natural fertilizer instead of the toxic ones that affect our health. So that's a lesson for us. For people who keep chicken like me, I'm a chicken farmer. I know what to use, that is good fertilizer for my crops. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Atendao. Okay, so now we're going to move on, and I'm going to call another speaker, and this is one of our speakers from India, actually. And her name is Syed Sultana. Syed Sultana from India. She's an amazing, amazing young girl. I attended a conference where she was also sharing about making sanitizer using aloe vera, and I hope she'll also share with us today. For those who have aloe vera in our compounds, then we know what to do with it. Sultana, you're welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Syed Tasmia Sultana. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Syed Tasmia Sultana, student of Best Innovation University, studying BSc Hons. Before I start, I would like to thank Chairman and Chancellor of Best Innovation University and President Joy. Thank you so much for inviting me to this World's Kid Leading Change. I'm very excited. The work which I have been doing locally, now I got a chance to show to all the kids around the world. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Tasmia Sultana from India. by seeing your speech, I can say that you people are very excited to know new things. So today I'm gonna show you something exciting and good thing. Before let me show you what I have done, just I wanna ask you one question. Okay, everyone look at your surrounding. Okay, in everything we can make something new and something creative thing. For example, by the use of buckets we can cultivate a plant, and with the help of Amazon boxes or Amazon delivery packages we can create a small garden. Okay, I have done something more creative thing. Before I show you, I want to ask you one more question. How many of you are interested in, how many of you like to drink colas or juices? Oh, I see most of you are raising your hands. Can you imagine a garden in bottles? Just think. Okay, now stop thinking. I'm going to make your imagination come true. I have a grown fenugreek, which also known as methi in India, in bottles. Just let me show you. This is fenugreek, and most of you people have small spaces, so you can grow this easily in your space. And before I show you how to do this, as President Joy told you about sanitizer, now I'll tell you few steps how to prepare sanitizer. For preparation of sanitizer, you need aloe vera, turmeric and glycerin. As every one of you may know that aloe vera has antibacterial property and it has antiviral property. So I used aloe vera as one of important product of my sanitizer, and I took turmeric because it has antibacterial and antiseptic properties, and I use here turmeric because I use here glycerin because it can repair your damaged skin and make your skin more moisturized. Okay, for preparation of this sanitizer, you just need to scoop aloe vera gel and put it in the blender and add 1 pinch of turmeric and 1 spoon of glycerin to it and blend it till it form a liquid. After that, you can store it in a bottle and you can use it whenever you need. See how easy it is to make sanitizer by sitting in your home. However, it's lockdown and you can't move out. You can prepare it by yourself at home. Okay, now I think so everyone are excited how to do this cultivation in bottles. Now I'll show you the procedure of this, and by doing this you can get chocolates, and many of the peoples around you will prize you for doing this, and your parents will be happy, and you can even feed the people near your neighborhood, because I have been giving this fenugreek to my neighborhood people and they were excited and they were happy for me. I hope same thing will happen with you. Now see this cola or 7-Up available in my area. Normally first you have to remove everything this. You have to remove all this cover. So let me remove it. Okay, I have removed all these covers. Now, if you are old enough to hold a knife, then you can do it by yourself. And if you are small, be careful and just call your parents for help. See, before doing this, you have to use the cap so that you can cut it easily, and hold this bottle in this form. Pinch and hold it so that you can make cut very easily. You should not cut half bottle, just watch me. After making this cut, you can just make vertical cut of, make it till here, and this side also you have to make it cut. Okay. Now after this, just make vertical cut to this. watch. I have made already curd. You should not cut half bottle. You have to cut only some part of the bottle. Now, at the back side of this bottle, I'm going to make small holes. At the last, I'll tell you why I'm going to make these small holes, because this is suspense. If anyone know answer, you can tell me at the last. Make small holes, just 2 to 3. Cut it. See, just only small. Don't make it too big. Okay. Now after doing this, tight the cap. I've already prepared soil. If you have compost at your home, then you can use. You can make total use of compost. If you don't have compost, then you can use soil. Even if you have little compost and you have soil, then you can mix both of this. No need of take caring of ratio here. Now I already prepared a mixture of the soil and compost, as you can see here, mixture of both. Now put soil in this bottle. Yeah, fill it till here, only till half, means till leave little space, because we should sow seeds also, and after that we have to cover the soil also. So I'm leaving little space. Now I have already prepared seeds, fenugreek seeds. You can use this fenugreek for your salads, and you can even use for this diet purpose. It's most famous in India. In India, it's known as methi. Now, you should not take in little quantities. You should take in more in quantity. See, I hope you cannot see. Okay, can you see it? Yeah, I hope you can. Yeah, see, you no need to arrange it while sowing. You no need to arrange the seeds. You just sow it as I'm showing you. Like this, you have to sow it. Completely, no need to spread also. Just see, I have sown it. Yeah, let me add little more. Okay, after this, you have to cover these seeds so that it can come out easily. Let me cover this. The layer, we should use only one layer of soil. Just you should hide it. Don't make the layer so thick, because it will be difficult for baby plant to come out of it. Okay, I have completed sowing of fenugreek. You can get this fenugreek within 2 weeks, and you can cultivate it and you can decorate it also. Because I have a sprinkler, I'm using sprinkler here. Water it the morning and evening. If you don't have sprinkler, you can even sprinkle with hand. Take care that you should not pour the water. You should just sprinkle the water, because if you pour it, all the soil may just move out of it. Just sprinkle it in this way. Yeah. Okay. Most of the children who have just spoke, they were more interested in planting, and they were more interested in planting spinach and coriander. As I have told you, for fenugreek you have to make horizontal cut, but for coriander and spinach you should make vertical cut. Let me tell you why. Because this fenugreek has small roots, as you can see here. See, can you see under the bottle? It has small roots, so it can grow if you cut it horizontally. But coriander and spinach, it has long roots, so you have to make vertical cut to this same bottle. Just imagine, I took this thing. Yeah, I took this bottle. Just make vertical cut to it, and then you can use these 2 halves for cultivation of spinach or coriander. Based on the length of the root, you have to choose the particular cut. And by using boxes, I have already told you. See, by using this box, you can also cultivate. You may have doubt that these boxes may weather off while you are water. So let me clear your doubt. Just see in this way, just cover this. Now, okay, cover this. Now cover this in this way so that you can add soil.
Can we?
Yeah. You can cover to. Excuse me, I can't hear you. Okay. You have to cover it. You can cover it in this way, and if you use big cover, you can cover all this. Before covering it, just remove all these parts. Now you can add soil to it, and you have no need make only 2-3 holes here, and bottom is already open, so no need to make holes here. Okay, in this way you can cultivate in this also. I thought to show you, but I don't have much time, so let me complete. Okay. You can even grow in your chocolate boxes. This is the box which my dad had bought. My mom was just keeping it, so I thought of using it. See how I have cultivated. This is fenugreek. Look, see how beautiful it is. Believe me, children, it's a very exciting. At the beginning, I was little upset because, yeah, I told you I asked you one question, right? Why should we need to make holes at the bottom? Can anyone answer it? Can anyone tell the answer? Why do we need to make holes at the bottom? Okay, let me tell you. Because if you don't make holes at the bottom, oh yeah, please.
Because it needs air to grow.
Yeah, it's correct. And one more thing is that because the water, whatever you pour, it should be drying. It should move out of this, or it should evaporate. So if you make small holes here, the roots may not, they won't suffocate because they need respiration. So we should make holes. And if you don't make holes, see, one of this water have forgot to make holes. See how this became. I have planted along with fenugreek, but it had not given me good yield because I have not made holes. I think so the roots have been spoiled inside. Okay. Okay. I believe students very good. You can, I hope by seeing your excitement and by seeing your creativity, I hope you will do this. And so by doing this, we can get oxygen. By the oxygen, we can protect our mother earth from pollution also, and we can become the warriors of the mother earth, and we can protect our mother from plastic pollution. Who want to become the warriors of mother earth? Please raise your hands. Oh, I see. A lot of you are interested. Okay. Okay, let's let all young people, when you become young or now itself, we can start doing all this and protect our mother earth from pollution, and use all the material, whatever surrounding you, use for plantation and grow good plants in your area and help the people who are in need. Okay, let me end my talk. Thank you for President Joy once again for giving me this huge opportunity to speak in front of this small and cute children. And once again, thank you for Best IU lectures for making me capable to sit and talk in this huge platform. Thank you, Shazli sir, for preparing me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Joy.
Wow, oh my goodness, Sultana, that was absolutely amazing. See what we can do with plastic bottles, the plastic bottles that we throw away. Wow, that is, I hope, did we all learn the step by step and the lesson of what we're supposed to do? Okay, so now the assignment is for us. Each of us has to do that. And then in our next meeting, you have to come and show us your bottle and what you're planting. So you see, we don't have to say we don't have a space, we don't have a garden. You know, we can do that even in our small spaces. in a bottle of soda, or in a bottle of, or even in a box of candy, the box of chocolate. You can do so much gardening in there. Thank you so much, Sultana. You are so talented, and I just like what you're doing. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, and continue doing an amazing job. And I just love your love for agriculture and what you're doing. So continue doing that and keeping it up. And we are so honored that you could join us today and teach us such a wonderful lesson. Thank you so much today. This is not the end of learning, boys and girls. We're still continuing to learn about amazing things we can do, especially during this time of lockdown. We can be able to do so much, discover so much, and even grow our own. So we're going to continue to our next speaker, who is also going to share with us amazing ideas about agriculture and gardening as well. And this is our speaker from South Sudan. Her name is Nyamach, and she is she's a trainer when it comes to agriculture. And I see she's here and ready for us. Hi, Nyamach. How are you today?
Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much for joining us today. We are looking forward to learning from you.
Yes, thank you so much. Hello, everyone, the kids. We have learned from the kids and everybody. So I don't think I even have much to say, because they have said a lot and they have done a lot. And I'm really glad that we have children that are really, that are going to lead the world. And this is the future generation that we really need. I'm not an agriculturalist. I'm actually a founder of Future Savers Network, which is mostly concerned with environmental protection and children development, youth empowerment, and all this, because the future belongs to this generation that we are talking, who are really inspiring us today. And we thought that this generation has to be prepared, like what is being done now. They have to be prepared to protect the environment, to plan their future, to do a lot of things, because they're actually going to be the one leading in some few years to come. So as we are talking about farming today, so really we talk a lot, but let me just take us back. We talk about planting and growing, fertilizers, and all these other things. But for the purpose of these kids, tomorrow, if they're going to be trainers, they're going to be training people. Let me just start by telling them what farming is. Okay, when we talk of farming, farming is growing, cultivating, planting crops, or raising and keeping animals like livestock, chickens and pigs. This is all farming, all right? So farming is very important, especially for kids to be involved in farming and gardening, because now when we are talking of gardening, these kids will not go to the big farms, but we'll have gardens at our backyards. We'll have gardens within our homes, within the rooms, as we have seen some of the flowers being grown inside. We'll have, like in my house with my kids, I didn't have the photos, but somewhere on the rooftop, we planted actually sweet potatoes in a sack, a 25 kg sack. We planted sweet potatoes. In our 20 liters jerrycan, we cut it vertically. We planted carrots, and we also have tomatoes in the house. So we can see that we will not necessarily go to the garden or to the farms outside, big lands, but we can actually grow our own for our food consumption in the house to enhance, our nutrition, because we see in Africa or most of the third world countries, we're having issues of malnutrition, and we always tell these ladies that malnutrition, you can just plant something small, like what the last presenter just showed us what she's doing. There are some vegetables that you can grow in plastic bags, you can grow in these plastic bottles, and you eat them in the house. So you will not go to the market to go and buy them. You will not say that my kids don't have, or I don't have something to supplement my diet because my mom doesn't have money. With all the kids that are in the house, you have to grow your vegetables and supplement your necessary nutrients that you need within your space. So we grow them for nutritional value. We grow them even, sometimes you can even buy your pen or your book just to help in the house. Maybe you have a family that is not able to cater for all your needs. Those little vegetables that you're growing in your space.
Sorry, for the children, kindly let us mute our mics so that we can be able to hear.
All right. Hello. So we can actually sell them to our neighborhoods. You know, the little vegetables that we have may not go to the market, the biggest market, but you can sell to your neighbors who actually don't have that creativity to plant something. Now be their supplier, because there will be demand. Everybody every day will go to the market, supermarket to buy things for the house. So being a small child with this time of lockdown, all of us are in the houses, we're doing nothing. This could be a way of trying to fill in the gap, trying to learn something. We are being taught in school about books and reading a lot of things. But I think the time of lockdown now, it's a very good time to now go to these vocational skills, you know, and these vocational skills are actually survival skills that will make you survive. These are life skills that will teach you a lot of things. They will teach you a lot of responsibility. So there are some reasons why children have to engage in farming. You know, first of all, it's when they engage in farming, they will actually know where their food comes from. You know, they will know where the food comes from. That's the first importance of farming. And secondly, it will actually make them responsible, you know, because when they grow them, they will know that I have to water them at this time. I have to water them in the evening. I have to weed them. I have to do this. So that one actually is teaching them how to be responsible. Okay. And the third one, it will teach them life skills. You know, life skills is just like what we're doing, seeing these small children in an orphanage. These life skills is including communications. It include a lot of caring for others, because when you care for your plants, that means you will also care for other people. You know, it will keep you how to raise. It will teach them how to raise their own food. You know, your own food from your plate. Yes. Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Sorry, I think it's this.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And actually, the fourth point is that it teaches children safety skills. You know, when these kids are on the field doing a lot of things, like you'll have to train them how to cut these things, you'll have to train them a lot. You're actually training them on safety skills, because they will know that I don't have to hold a knife like this. I'm going to use it this way. When I'm going to farm my garden, or maybe there are things like they will actually discover a lot of safety skills from farming. You know, the other point is that it will give children, you know, they will have that appreciation. You know, they will have actually appreciation of where their food comes from, because you know, when children don't appreciate, we tend to throw them. You'll see a child just throwing away. You give him something and they'll just throw it away. But once they're engaged, they will know the energy it takes to produce that food. They will know that I have to go water them. Watering them is not an easy thing. You have to go and look for water and water your plant. You have to come and weed it. That is hard work. And they will appreciate it, that this one, I have worked hard for it and I don't need to waste it. So in that one, you're teaching them actually not to waste food, because they know how it comes, you know. And then farming also teaches children, you know, it makes them to be aware of the weather and the nature, you know, because like now in Juba, right now, it's, you know, it's so cloudy that we didn't have a sunshine since morning. So these children who are engaged in farming will actually know when it's raining, they don't really need to water their plants, you know. So it's actually, it will even take them the season that will help them in school, that I know when it's raining, I don't need to water my plants, because if they're in an open place, the weather is very good for them not to be watered, you know. But when it's sunny, I need to water them in the morning and in the evening. So that way you have made them actually know about the weather and the nature, you know. And lastly, but not the least, farming also teaches children, you know, problem-solving skills. You know, there will actually be people who will know how to solve problems because they know if there's no food, I have something. Okay, we have a lot of garbage in here. We take a lot of Coke, we take a lot of chocolates. My mom brings them in bags and in boxes. Where are we going to put these ones? You know, and then, you know, that creativity come like what Sultana showed us, that those plastic should not go to the landfill. They should not go to destroy our environment. And part of the problem solving will be like, let me use it. And you're using it, you're solving the problem of these items getting to the landfills and affecting our environment. You're actually getting something to eat out of what was meant to be discarded and to be thrown away. So that one will show them the problem solving skills that instead, if this one is a problem, I can make use of it and it will be something that is useful. So with farming, all these things, children will also learn a lot. It will teach them hard work, that in this world, you know, we have one of speakers sometimes on business from Nigeria who usually says that, you know, he normally says that there is no way in this world you will find success comes before hard work, you know. So he said the only place you find it, it's only in the dictionary, where success will come before hard work because of alphabetical arrangement of the words. So this one, actually, when we're doing farming, it will tell these children that hard work pays. Whatever you do, it pays. You go to the garden, it pays you. It will either give you money, or it will give you food, or it will even enhance your health because you are very busy, you are doing a lot, and enhance, it will even boost, you know, the IQ development of children, intelligence, because every day you're going to farm, you have to find new ways of doing things, and you have to discover new things. So these are all things that with parents, us parents who have children in the house, the small children who are listening to me, it's very important for us to engage, because you will not remain small. You know, you're just small today. You will not remain small. Tomorrow you'll be like us. After sometimes you'll be an old person. So it's good for them now to develop this skill, these survival skills. We will go to school, you will become a doctor, you will become everything, but that one is not enough for your success. But farming and doing these things for ourselves is good. So types of farming, those are the reasons. We have types of farmings. We just have the main 3 types that they have to know. We have arable farming, which is growing crops, vegetables, you know, like fruits and all this. We have pastoral farming, which is now the keeping of animals like chickens, pigs, rabbits, and the rest. And those animals, we actually keep them either for their milk, which is dairy production, or for their meat. Or sometimes we keep them for ornamental, like they have to be processed by people, and we get our shoes, our bags, you know, from those animals. We can plant cotton and we are getting our clothes. So you can see, if people don't plant, we're not even going to have clothes to wear, you know. And then we have mixed farming, where you're going to have animals and you're going to have plants at the same time, which is also among the best. One of our children spoke about chicken manure as a best fertilizer. So in a mixed farming, you have manure from the animals goes to your plants as a fertilizer, and then the byproduct from this, like maybe you have tomatoes and you harvested your tomatoes, the byproduct, the leaves and the stems and everything, you'll actually take them again and put them to the animal farms where your animal will feed on. So you'll find there is a cycle, that nothing is wasted. And this one will teach them the cycle, the cycle of life, that this goes from this to that. Okay, so these are the 3 farmings that activities that these children have to know. I'm a Christian from a Christian background, and when we farm, for these children who are listening, when we do farming, what do we get out of that? You know, we find that one in Deuteronomy 28, verse 12. You know, where God says that God will bless, He will send the rain, you know, from heaven, and He will, the rain will fall on this ground, and whatever we plant, God will bless the work of our hand. Work of our hand is now working in the field and doing this. So we have a blessing already, the rain, we have the water everywhere that we get. And once we farm, what happens? All kids, if you are listening to me, when you do your farming, you will actually lend to people. That is first. You will not be telling people, give me, but you're the one who is going to give to people. okay? When you do your farming, you can see me. When you do your farming, you're going to give to people. You're going to help those people who are in need. You're not just going to be somebody who is receiving, okay? And then you will not borrow anything from anybody, and God is going to bless what you're doing. Whatever you're doing there in your room, whether you're planting flowers, whether you're planting vegetables, God is going to bless you, and he will make you a blessing to other people, okay? So that's the benefits that we'll get actually from farming. So let's go quickly to the things that we do. How can you farm? We have just been shown by Sultana. Don't say that we don't have a space, our house is so small, we don't have anywhere. You can plant in plastics. You can plant, if you have a ground, you can plant in boxes. You can plant in so many ways. And plant only not plants, you can also establish a tree nursery in your house where you're going to plant trees, and when they're in that time of being seedlings, you can actually sell them to those people who are doing projects on agroforestry, on reforestation. And this one will actually make those children unknowingly that they are contributing to the global millennium goal of, this issue of climate change, trying to plant more trees by just having those little seedlings in your own plastic bottles that are supposed to be wasted. So kids, you're doing very great job, and the chance is there for you. You're still very energetic. You guys are looking very nice. Don't get tired of getting dirty. Go to the field, plant your plant, and enjoy, most of you enjoy this one. And then when you guys grow up, you'll be great people that are doing a lot of impact in their society. This is what I can tell you. And I'm very glad actually to be with these kids today. And I've learned a lot from them. I've learned a lot from Sultana, who has shown us a lot of creativity. And I hope all these kids will try to do what she has shown us. And all of us, not only the kid, but even all of us, the grown-up people who are trying to bring up these children, we have to be the champion to show them what we're doing. Otherwise, may God bless you all. And thank you so much for inviting me to speak to these kids.
Wow. Thank you so much. You've really shared with us amazing lessons today, and I believe children have learned lessons about farming. And yes, farming is not just about growing plants and cultivating. Farming includes also rearing of animals like chicken, and personally I keep chicken here, and also there's some people who keep goats and cows for milk and for meat products as well. So, and I wish you could show us the sweet potatoes that you're growing and the potatoes that you're growing on the roof. I think that would be so amazing. Please, next time, bring us some pictures or a video on that. We would love to see that. So thank you so much. And yes, when we grow plants, it means no one will lack food. When we grow plants, like just what Sultana has shown us today, plastic bottles, you can grow your produce there. You can grow different things, and that means you will not have an excuse of lacking food. And also, also something that we learn, the things that you've shared, the things that we learn, and one of them that I have really loved is problem solving skills. We get to learn how to solve problems. When you see a problem, that problem can be used to create something for you. Yes, and we can take advantage of the many things that we have around us. The dirt, like the plastic bottles, are still stuck there. We have so many plastic bottles lying around, polluting our environment. How about when you took them and we made them, our land that we used to, to grow the different things that we are learning today? I think that is also amazing. And thank you for sharing the scripture. I love that scripture. And I also love the idea of tree nursery. And yes, that's contributing to the global millennial goal. So children, we have so much to learn today. I believe we are picking some of these lessons. These are golden lessons that we are learning today. And I believe from today, we are going to now, after this session, you're going to run around, pick those plastic bottles, and for me, with the chicken manure, I had actually never used it, you know, so you know, I take it and do something with it, and you know what, that is safe fertilizer for me. So thank you so much, Namach. We really appreciate you and sharing with us the lessons, and yes, you are doing an amazing job right there. All right, so now I'm going to bring you to my country, Kenya, in Nairobi. And right now in Nairobi, it's about 1 o'clock, 47 minutes past 1 o'clock. And I have an amazing guest who is also my friend. And she also does gardening, and she's going to be sharing with us more about what she does and telling us why she does it as well. And her name is Vivian, and she is a plant specialist. Vivian, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Hi, guys. How are you doing? My name is Vivian, and I am a plant specialist. Well, I wasn't always a plant specialist. I grew up in a place where my mom used to keep a lot of flowers around the house, and she had this vegetable garden at the back. And I think subconsciously, I took it up in my 20s. And this is something that I've come to really, really love. And it's something that I'm practicing. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what we do. I am a founder of a company called Natural Spaces, where we provide people with indoor plants and herbs. So I'm going to share with you my screen so that you can see how we have integrated.
Wow, it's amazing.
Okay. I don't know whether you can see.
Yes.
We cannot,
Joy, maybe.
I cannot see Vivian.
Okay.
I cannot see on my side. Maybe
Just
can the
a
other
minute.
people see it? Probably it's me.
Yes.
You can see it?
Yes.
I cannot see it.
Okay, yeah, I think we cannot see it, Vivian.
I cannot see it.
I cannot see it.
Okay, just a minute.
I can see it too.
Okay.
Vivian. Excuse me, I cannot see it.
Yeah, Vivian, we still, you're still fixing it? Okay, as Miss Vivian continues to prepare her screen. So who wants to tell me what you have learned today? Yes, Salvation, please tell us what have you learned today and what are you going to do?
Today, ma'am, today I have learned that when you plant your own plants, you can save a lot of money, and also you can help other people, like by giving them the plants that you have. For an example, like if your neighbors don't have any food, you like when you have planted like spinach, tomatoes, onions, you can at least give them, so and then they can eat them, and now they will not starve anymore.
Thank you. Amazing, amazing, Salvation. Yes, yes, that's true. We can feed so many people, and by just using these techniques that we've been taught today. Yes, and we don't have an excuse of space or any. Yeah, Vivian, there you go. We can see you now.
You can see me now. Sorry for that technical error.
Yes.
So what I'm showing you is one of my favorite plants. So these are called succulents. They are used to growing in the desert. Therefore, they thrive on minimal care. So that means you will water them less often as compared to other plants. So the reason why I'm also sharing my screen is to show you the different containers that you can use. So I'm not sure whether they have this where you are, but these are called, we call them terracotta pots. They are made of clay. So they are very good for plants. I don't know whether you can see the hole. Yeah,
Yes,
so
we
make
can see
sure
it.
everything that you use to plant has holes. So this is another one. It's a plastic and has multiple holes. And that is what I have used to plant my parsley. As you can see, this parsley is 3 weeks old and it has really become so big and so full in the pot. So this is another container. We use them here for ice cream. So I don't know whether you have Dairyland where you are, but this is also something that you can just make sure you poke some few holes and use as a planter. So today I know you've done a lot of listening, so I want you to just watch. I'm going to take you through our nursery just for you to see how we have used our space. This is also a metallic container. As usual, make sure it has saw holes at the bottom. You can see. So this is what we call vertical gardening. These are hanging, what do we call them? Hanging planters. So this is made of wood. Then you paint them nicely, take a paint of your color, whatever color you like, you can paint them differently. So we have green there, we have white, we have blue, and then we have red. So we have used this to plant flowers, different flowers that can grow both indoors and outdoors. Okay. Then we have my plastic containers. So if at all you have limited space, you can just hang them. Yeah, you can just take a rope, something that is firm, and then hang them. So this is also something you can do. This is a tray where we have placed our indoor plants. Then what I want you to see mostly is this vertical gardening. So these are herbs. These are rosemary, marjoram, sage, and this is something that you can do. You can ask your dad or maybe your mom, just get a hammer and a few pieces of wood and make something like this. This is another one. Again, using wood, we have used a lot of wood here. So I'm going to take you next to, this is also an indoor plant where these stones, as you can see, they are different colors. So this is called a pumice stone that has different minerals that a plant needs. And these white pebbles are just for beauty. So you just place them on top just to make sure that your planter is beautiful. So, yeah, these are also,
excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Those white stones are actually called. Those white stones are actually called fire stones.
Wow, thank you for that. Today I've learned something. So these are also plastic. We have used cement to make this design. So this is pretty rough and this is smooth. So we've just used paint and a bit of technique to get that feel. So I think what I'm telling you is just be creative. Be creative with what you have readily at home, get some paint. So this is our place where we have the herbs. So this is also something you can do. You can make sure that you have something vertical and then place different herbs on containers and place them there. As you can see, we have labeled them correctly so that you're putting the right spice in the right food to make sure that you don't put peppermint on your tea, but you can put mint on the tea. Then we have parsley, we have chives, celery, yeah. Then these are other wooden planters. We have made them in the design of a handbag so that you can easily put them on top of a platform, yeah. So this makes sure that you have enough soil and enough drainage so that your plants are able to breathe and also grow well. So the last thing that I would like to mention, again, these are different designs, smooth, rough. We tried to play along with a brick design, and this is what we came with. Then again, I don't know whether you have seen air plants. There are plants that are called air plants. Okay. So this is called stagon. A stagon is an air plant. It thrives. We just hang it like this, so it gets its nutrients from the air. So as you can see, it is not planted anywhere. It is not planted anywhere. It just gets whatever nutrients it needs from the air. Then we also have this.
Great.
These are, yes.
Yes. But for the ones that you said they are different designs. For the rough ones, did you buy them or are they homemade?
We actually make them here. So this is an example. We actually make them here. So what we do, we mix cement and paint and just use a cloth and just, I think next time when Joy organizes this is something that I can show you, but you just take cement and a paint of your color. It can be mixing white and green or red and green. And then we use a cloth and just throw the cement on the pot, and then it becomes this design. Yeah. So this we just painted them green. Then this we just did the design with cement and color. Then this is just plain black. So originally they come like this in black. So we are the ones who either choose to paint yellow, as you can see here, or green, or whatever other color that someone is interested in. So we were at air plants. There are plants that are called air plants. I don't know whether you can see. They survive in the air. They just get their nutrients in the air. You just need to soak them in water once in 2 weeks. So as you get to the last part of my presentation, the lady from India, I think Sultana, showed us how to plant from seeds. So sometimes seeds are not usually readily available wherever you are. So I will also show you a way of using leaves. So this is a plant we call the African violet. It's usually hard to find because it's usually it needs a lot of care and maintenance, yeah? So whenever you get them, you may not get the seeds, but you may get a full flower. So what we do, we take a leaf. This method is called propagation. As you can see, I have put a few leaves in containers. So the idea is to make sure that they get roots. Can you see the roots? Can you see the roots?
Yes, yes, I can.
Yes, so from this leaf, we are going to get a plant. So the plant will become as full as this one, okay? So you need to make sure that you have the right soil to do that, for the leaf to come to have roots. So if it has not developed any roots, chances are minimal that it won't survive. Yes, and that is the end of my presentation. Just to show you how you can use vertical space for gardening. Again, the air plants, another vertical. So you really just have to be creative with what you have, wherever you are, and just start planting. Thank you. I'm ready to take questions now.
Wow,
Yes,
amazing.
Wow,
That
wow,
was
wow,
amazing,
wow, wow,
Vivian.
wow,
My
wow.
goodness, wow.
Ma'am Vivian.
Yes.
Yes, someone has a question.
Ma'am, it's not a question. I just want to say thank you so much for showing us different plants and different containers and different decorations. Thank you. You have blessed us so much. Now we can learn more. Now we have learned more about plants and how to like different plants and other plants. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Who are you?
I am Mantulela from Lesotho.
Yes.
I was asking, you said while you were giving us a little tour, you said something about mint and parsley.
Yes.
Yes, actually, I was saying, you can use mint and parsley to make a tea, a soup. You can use mint and parsley to do anything. Yeah, and you can also use fruit. You can also use fruit and mint and parsley, or just mint or just parsley to make a nice juice, healthy for you. I actually tried it once with lemon and mint.
Wow. How did it taste?
Wow.
It
The peppermint.
It tasted very delicious and it's very healthy. We actually have mint. We actually plant fruits at my home. We plant carrots. We plant potatoes. We plant strawberries. Actually, we plant everything, almost everything. We plant.
Wow.
So I
You
would
enjoy?
really like to, yes, I actually enjoyed. My mom just brought me a mint and parsley, so I think I should show it to you.
Okay,
Deal,
please
mint
show
and
us.
This is the mint. We have fresh mint from the garden and fresh deal.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing. That's from your garden, Mantole?
Yes, Auntie Joy.
Amazing. Wow. I think today we are so inspired. We are so inspired. My goodness. I think Vivian, you've just given us so many amazing ideas. I love that nursery. I mean, that place is so good. I mean, it even looks just so therapeutic just by looking at
You should
it
visit.
and looking at all the amazing things you're growing right there. The spices, so we don't have to buy spices if we can grow those in our small spaces in containers. Why do we need to buy them? I think we're so inspired today. I wish we had the whole day because there's so much to learn here. And children, we have to become farmers. Who wants to become a farmer from today? Because personally, I want to become a farmer. I want to grow all those things.
Auntie Joy,
yes,
me.
Malusi, you have a question?
I want to be a farmer.
Yes, Ambassador Debbie wants to be a farmer as well. Yeah, because this is amazing. Yes, someone is saying something. Is it Mantole? Is that you?
Actually, some of the leaves are purple under and green on the top. And I was actually saying, if you want to become a farmer, it takes hard work. You have to care for it 24 hours and make sure you water it every single day.
Exactly. Thank you, Mantole, for that reminder. Yes, that farm that looks so beautiful, it needs a lot of hard work. It needs a lot of hard work goes in there and a lot of discipline. And like our first speaker told us, responsibility. There's so much responsibility needed in there as well. Wow, today has been amazing, amazing. I don't want this day to end because there's so much to learn, so much inspiration. And yes, thank you so much, Vivian, our last speaker, for showing us your beautiful garden. And she has promised us that she will teach us how to make that that beautiful bucket that has that is made of paint and is it cement? Paint and cement. So she's going to tell us what we need to bring next time, because she needs to take us step by step, because we need to do that. Our gardening is also fun because you can get to put different colors in your different containers as you grow your crops and your plants right there. Wow, what a day. This has been totally amazing, and I am so grateful. Thanking you all the children, all the speakers, and all our guests today. I believe this has been like a class, because we have learned so much today. So do we have anyone with a question?
Ma'am Vivian.
Yes,
Ma'am, as the topic for today was farming, ma'am, I didn't know that it was also in the Bible, ma'am, as Deuteronomy 28 verse 4 says, the produce of your ground and the increase of your herbs, the increase of your cattle and the offspring of your flocks. Ma'am, I didn't know that even the topic for today is about something that is really fun to do, and which is also in the Bible.
Yes,
you, ma'am.
amazing. Thank you so much, Salvation. I actually love your name because you're telling us amazing things about the Bible. And yes, growing of crops is also in the Bible, and the Bible also talks about the story of the mustard seed, and the story of the wise farmer, the one who grew the crops, some of the crops that went to the stone, to the rocks, others to good soil, and others to the bad soil, and there's some that never grew. So that's why some of our speakers today have told us about soil. It's very important to know the soil, the kind of soil we are using, as well as the fertilizer. Okay, so right now I'm going to call Zahra from South Africa, South Sudan, who was our host, to give us her remarks because she's a host today. Zahra, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much, President Joy. It's been such a wonderful time of learning. I'm so much touched by what has been going on from our speakers. Can those who not mute their mics to mute?
Yes, so kindly let us mute our mics so that we can hear our speaker. Yes, good. Yes, Zahra, you can continue.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, President Joy, all our kids, our speakers, Ambassador Alice, President Aiisah. I'm so much thankful. This has been such a wonderful learning time. Even me, as a grown-up person, I just love what I was seeing from our speaker from India, and even from Vivian. I don't know how we can get a hold of Vivian. I just love those buckets. And thank you so much for facilitating us, President Joy. It's been a wonderful time. And to all our kids, thank you so much. Hopefully, you will do all that you've been taught today, and you will practice at home, because we need to get our little hands dirty. So thank you so much. Let's produce food. Let's do something with our hands. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time.
Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. Let's get our hands dirty and do the right things, especially now we have time in our hands. And thank you so much, Zahra, for hosting us today, for bringing children from South Sudan, and also our speaker from South Sudan, who has also shared with us amazing things about agriculture and growing and tendering of plants. So, and finally, I'm going to call Ambassador Alice to close for us, and also President Wanja to just say hello and the other presidents. Okay. Okay, Ambassador Alice, are you there?
Oh, yes, Joy, I'm here. Thank you so much. Our children today, we have learned so much until I think President Salah, and Joy, I think this is the time when we need to move a step further. We should not leave farming for our children there. I think next week, with permission from the President for Kids to Change, we need to see these children do what they have learned today. Maybe we can put a prize for the winning team, the one who will plant more plants to show, and they show us next week. So we can do this show again next week with your permission, so that the children can show what they learned today, so that they don't forget. So instead of just having conference, let us have a conference and then we see results. So with your permission, we can allow the children to go and practice what they have learned today. Then next week, same time, we look at what each child has planted, and we look at whether they use the technology they have learned today. And the winning team, we give them a prize with your permission. But thank you so much today. We have learned a lot. Thank you.
Wow, yes, absolutely amazing. That is true, children. And what we are doing, we are doing right now is we are forming the clubs, the small clubs, so that we can be able to learn more and follow up. So the clubs will have many of us children with children from different countries. We want to learn different cultures, what they do in their countries, and also get to learn many other activities, just like what we've learned today. So yes, so make sure you tell your mommy or your daddy to get in touch with me, or the contact person from your country. And I'm going to give you my number so that you can also reach out to me if in case in case there's no one to get in touch with, so that I can add you as a member of one of the clubs that we have. So if you have a pen and paper, I'm going to read you my number. So do you have a pen and paper? Okay, so you're going to reach out to me in case I know they're in our different countries. There are presidents, like in South Africa, there's Lesego and there's Ambassador Debbie, and in South Sudan we have Sarah. So you get in touch with them and they'll tell you, they'll forward me your name so that I can put you in the clubs we have for the children. But if you don't have any, let me give you my number. My number is, you have to put a plus before the number, so it's plus 254, that's my country code. So plus 254, that's my country code. And then 727, and then 232. And then after 232, there is 503. I'll read that again. There's a plus before, and then there's 254. And there's 727, and then after 727 there's 232, and then finally 503. So you send me a message on WhatsApp and I'm going to add you to the club, and then I'll give you more information about that. So otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. I also want to appreciate the presidents in the house. I see President Wanja, President Sarah, Ambassador Alice, who is our president for Africa, and we also have Ambassador Debbie, who is the deputy president and the Southern African president. So we totally appreciate you today. And I also must appreciate our global president, Dr. Aiisah from Indonesia. We totally love and appreciate you, and we send our prayers to you together with Dr. Rupa. May you get well soon. May the Lord heal you. So thank you so much, children. Until we meet again for our next challenge next week, remember to stay safe and take care of yourself, and be a good girl, be responsible, and remember to grow your plant. Next Sunday, you have to come with what you have planted so that we can see that. So thank you so much. Also, our dear speakers, you've done an amazing job, from Sultana, Nyamach, and Vivian. We totally appreciate you and we love what you're doing. So keep doing what you're doing, and thank you so much. And please join us also as we support the children in growing their skills. Yes?
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you. Thank you, children.
President Joy.
Thank
Yes,
you,
Ambassador
ma'am.
Debbie.
I want to share a scripture also. Second
Okay.
Thessalonians Second Thessalonians, it says, chapter 3, verse 10.
Bye-bye.